look in my rear view.
Hey guys, how's it going? So, today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Tiberon Prime. Now, first things first, if you want to get your hands on this, you could get the blueprint as an uncommon drop from the Oxy O2 relic, the barrel as a rare drop from the Miso T1 relic, the receiver as a common drop from the Miso O2 relic, and the stock as a rare drop from the Miso T2 relic. Now this weapon is unique because of its three types of firing modes: auto, burst, and semi. Now the Tiberon Prime is the first weapon in Warframe to feature this. Now all three firing modes have pretty good accuracy, but for me personally, I'll be sticking with the good old 3-round burst. For that am I used to. Yes, I speak perfect English. Now what else is also unique about the Tiberon Prime is that each of its firing modes have different stats. Burst has 28% crit chance, a 3 times crit multiplier, and a 20% status chance. Semi has a 30% crit chance, a 3.4 crit multiplier, and an 18% status chance. Auto has a 16% crit chance, a 2.8 crit multiplier, and a 32% status. Now, like all any other primes, the Tiberon Prime is a complete upgrade from the normal Prime. Well, maybe besides the Cerberus Prime, but we won't get there. In many ways, higher damage, crit, status, reload, and more rounds in its magazine, which means you're able to mow down hordes of enemies in a full auto mode until your heart contents. Now the way I build my Tiberon is that I added 4 Forma, removing 1 dash polarity and adding 1 V polarity along with 3 more V polarities. Now I might be adding a D polarity once I max out my Prime Cryo rounds. Now you don't need Prime Cryo rounds, you could use normal Cryo rounds and the Tiberon will still perform the same. If, that's a big if, you have Hunter munitions equipped. Now I would recommend, if you don't have Hunter munitions, just don't worry. I have 2 more different builds that you don't need Hunter munitions, but you more than likely need the new Vigilante mods that you get from the Plains of Eidolon. Now if you have Argon Scope, I would recommend you to swap out bladed rounds instead and equip Argon Scope. Argon Scope, it will give you a plus 135% crit chance on a headshot for 9 seconds while aiming. Now my other build, which is appropriately named Vigilante or Dual Vigilante mods, I have equipped Vigilante Fever and Vigilante Armament. Now Vigilante Armament gives me a plus 60% multi-shot maxed and a 5% chance to enhance critical hits. Now I went and added Vigilante Fever to bump up that 5% chance to enhance critical hits to 10%. Now I would say to equip Vigilante Offense for some, I would say that Punch Through is a much better choice than the fire rate that Vigilante Fever gives you. As for my last build, I went and stuck 2 dual stat mods, Rhyme Rounds and Malignant Force, to bump up Viral's damage. Now you could have 2 completely different elemental mods. You could have Radiation and Corrosive, Radiation and Blast. It's up to you. You can have whatever you want in this last 2. And also, if you choose to have 4 dual stat mods, you'll bump up the status of full auto to 100%. But I chose to stick those Rhyme Rounds and Malignant Force to bump up Viral's damage. It's personal choice, that's what I wanted. Also, the Tiberon Prime has a strong ribbon disposition, and in RNG thus blesses you with rolling a perfect ribbon. Even before rolling a perfect ribbon, if RNG blesses you with getting a ribbon mod in the first place for a rifle mod, and then you somehow to manage to roll a perfect ribbon for the Tiberon Prime, then you're all set. All you'll need is Hunter Munitions, that ribbon, and Argon Scope. Those 3 mods and you're all set. And I know most of us are not going to be able to pull off that perfect 2020 roll or just have that amazing luck that day. That's why I decided to make this video, because most of the people out there really don't have ribbons or Hunter Munitions or Argon Scope, and I know most of the people out there don't have that much time. So do me a huge favor and hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and tell me what you think of the Tiberon Prime. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Me personally, I enjoy it. I like the look of it. I think it's an amazing weapon once modded right, and it just performs really well. And make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content, and I'll see you next time.